Good morning, my dear YouTube viewers. Today we will switch over to the new area. The name is Feminist Approach. Earlier, it was not well noticed and recognized as one of the research methodologies. Later, it got its own significance in the research methodology, so it is included. The feminist approach. The feminist approach made sociology of gender or gender specific in particular, that is women related. So second one is sociology in general. The feminist method helps us to look at the social world through the prism of gender. Max Weber, Emil Durkheim and Karl Marx made stray comments on women and also the family institution too. It is critical to make explicit domain assumptions that underlie all the theories and also the methods. Unlike this, the apparent neutrality that shredded the comparative method, the feminist method is seen overtly the political. The persistent dichotomy is created between academic and also the political approaches too. It is also observed in Marxist, Dalit and blacks perspective. It is also contrary to not only the traditional and also the modern patriarchal common sense, but it is also modern dominant theoretical approaches too. Example, if you look into that, the rate of divorce is rising because of the increase in the number of educated women. There is an argument against the women. Due to their education, they were become the responsible to ruin their families or to get the broken their families. So it is better not to be educated permanently. Second illustration is like this. The rate of divorce is rising because of unwillingness of educated men to treat their wives as equal as with them, even though they were well educated. From the above two illustrations, it is understood that the common sense slowly converted into sociological formulations. According to Mr. Thalcott Parson, his model envisages that in the family, the women play expressive roles, whereas men play instrumental roles only. According to Mr. Johnson, the traditional and modern patriarchal norms are embodied in the dominant theoretical formulations. However, the men and the women are different. We want to check it out. This is only based on two conditions. One is the structure of anatomy and its destiny in the society. And also, division of labor is also due to their biological origin and its capacity to indulge in the work activity. By this, today's lecture is completed. Once again, we will review the subject matter. The feminist approach made sociology of gender or gender specific, that is women information. In particular, sociology in general, that is both men and women. The feminist method helps us to look at the social world through the prism of gender. Max Weber, Emil Durkheim and Karl Marx made stray comments on women and the family institution. It is critical to make explicit domain assumptions that underlie all the theories and its methods. Unlike this, the apparent neutrality that shredded the comparative method and the feminist method is seen only overtly political aspect or political arena. The persistent dichotomy is created between academic and political approaches. It is also observed in Marxist, Dalit, blacks perspective too. It is a contrary to not only the traditional and modern patriarchal common sense, but also modern dominant theoretical approaches. If you look into the illustrations, the first illustration say like this: the rate of divorce is rising because of the increase in the number of educated women, because they become the independent holders. Some are argued against them due to their education and economic independency. They were become the responsible for their ruin their own life or breaking their own families. Hence, it is better not to be educated. The second illustration is in another mode. The rate of divorce is rising because of unwillingness of educated men to treat their wives is not as equal as with them, even though they will be well educated, independent holders. From the above two illustrations, it is understood that the common sense is slowly converted into sociological formulations. According to Mr. Talcott Parson, his model envisages that in the family, the women play expressive roles whereas men play instrumental roles only. According to Mr. Johnson, the traditional and modern patriarchal norms are embodied in the dominant theoretical formulations. However, the men and the women are different. How? Both biologically and sociologically. How? The structure of anatomy and its destiny for the woman, and also division of labor is also differ based on the biological origin, biological physical capacity. By this, today's lecture is completed. This is Bindu taking leave from the YouTube platform. Out of all this information, what you get it is, one is education, another one is not giving the equal respect for the woman. That means indirectly they are continuing the patriarchal system, that is the domination male chauvinism. Domination of males or male chauvinism we can say. This is only the one part of the feministic approach I told you. There are the 5 or 6 varieties of the parts are there. Okay, please do subscribe.